They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this one is incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into third and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Three yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The slot man in motion right. They run the counter now on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Now let's go. Blue, line it. Four down. Check. Four down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun. All right, here we go. Over.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 19. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Football, it's blocked. It's picked up a lot through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. As they run the counter play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 13-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Over. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
60. All right, here we go. 3-19. Good. Let's go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Onto the field now come the Bears.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First down, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Now Trubisky to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
No. Check. Patriot.
On third down. It's done. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go. Blue lining.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Space to run past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Slot man moves right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They go play action. Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Trubisky being chased out left. He'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 91 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about... yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Perriman in motion right. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Trubisky will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
All right, here we go.
Little motion now from the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hurry up, here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
39.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
In motion right is White. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And the back goes into motion.
Detroit!
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. That's complete to Meredith. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, it's done. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And the wide out in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it. Over.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. Back there. All right, now look at 56. Here we go. 56. Detroit. Now back there. Philly. Here we go.
And give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Watching that, Marty! Marty! Leopard! Leopard!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Leopard! 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 All right, here we go. Green, 39. Gone! All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
And the big tight end shifting around. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Watching that Marty! Watching that Marty!
Here's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. So 2nd and 10 here.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Now let's go. We got three.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Niners, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.